Good morning. Happy Wednesday.
Happy hump day.
Yay, we made it.
Yeah.
Halfway through the week already.
Yep.
So we'll go ahead and get started this morning. One of my favorite things to talk about is a mystery shop, because to me that's one of the easiest things we can do in the bank, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is the service that we show to our customers, the
Yeah.
customer service that we provide. So I do want to get started and talk about from the mystery shop, did the employee apologize for the wait? So, but before we do that, I do want to take a step back and talk about some really good things that happened during the week that I observed. I've already talked to a few of y'all about it because I think it's really positive, and it tends to lead to a really good work day when you start the day off hearing good things.
Yeah.
And what you all did very well, and it was very consistent, was use the customer's names during customer interactions. And I know that a couple of y'all struggled with it, and you're like, I don't know how to ask the name, but I have to tell you, you really did a good job with that. And again, it's become consistent now. Mm-hmm. So I want to thank y'all for that. Mm-hmm. So now let's go ahead and start talking about what happens today when we don't acknowledge a customer's wait. So I'll start off by saying, and I want you to reference also in your mystery, on the mystery shop that's in your binder, mm-hmm. if you look under the introduction section, it's number 12 on both the teller and the branch banker shop. Yeah. So why do you think it's important that we would want to apologize for our customer's wait?
I mean, I think, Lori, it tells the customer, I value you, I value your time, and, I want you to know that I wasn't ignoring you.
Right. And, Rhonda, I appreciate you volunteering to speak up. It's no different than when you go someplace mm-hmm. and you walk in mm-hmm. and you're not acknowledged, right?
Yeah. And
you're standing there in line and you're seeing things going on. Even though they may be working, mm-hmm. it's still nice to be acknowledged. We'll mm-hmm. be right with you, mm-hmm. right?
You're right.
So, again, thanks for sharing that. And I see everybody else shaking their head. Y'all are in agreement with it.
Yeah.
So know this, that even though it may not be your fault that the customer had to wait, it just feels really good to the customer if you recognize them, if you recognize their patience, and it also tends to break the ice for when they walk up to your window after a wait, right?
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So, by acknowledging it just makes the overall customer service experience world class.
Yes.
And that's why we do what we do. And if you look at your mystery shop, the introduction piece, number 12 says, did the employee apologize for the wait? You'll notice that it has a point value. So in my opinion, this is one of the easiest points that you can get on your mystery shop. Don't you agree?
It really is. You're right. Yeah.
Good. Do you think, again, acknowledging, or if someone drives up in the drive-thru and they've been a little late, do you think that it's important to acknowledge their wait?
I mean, it's really important. I think our customers oftentimes are out there in different places of business, and people aren't doing that. So that could be our edge here at Fidelity, that we do recognize that you waited for us, and we appreciate it.
Right. And again, I bring that up because I notice it's an area that we really need to start working on, but it's an area that's really important. And thanks, Sally, for sharing that with us as well. Look, what we do and how we react with every interaction is so valuable. And, these things are real easy for a lot of folks. We just want to make sure that we're all doing it and that we're all consistent, because truly, just as Rhonda said, this is what's going to separate us from the competitors.
Yep.
So, one thing, an example that I like to talk about is, when a customer's been waiting, I'm like, thank you, Mr. Jones, or I apologize for your wait once they get up to my window. Or if I'm doing something and I see them standing back, Mr. Jones, Sally will be right with you. It makes that client feel valued.
Yeah.
While this currently is a low score, on our mystery shops, I certainly think it's something that we can overcome, just like we do with everything else. It just takes practice, observing one another, giving each other feedback. Look, there's nothing wrong with helping each other out. We all want to be very good at what we do. So help your coworkers out, help your peers out, bounce ideas off of one another, just so you get comfortable, and it will just become part of the conversation. So I look forward to hearing how you do next week and the rest of this week when you're talking to customers, and I feel confident that we'll all be just fine with it. And this will be a point that we get every time.
I agree.
All right. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
I kind of stumbled.